Hey guys, so today I want to talk about something which is really hard for me to do and which I suspect is really hard for a lot of book lovers to do, and that is giving away books. Yikes, I know, it sucks. Why is it so hard? I have this almost pathological need to acquire books. Few things on this earth make me sadder than looking in the free books bucket at my favourite bookstore and seeing books in there which they literally have to give away, books that no one wants. Or when I see copies of my favourite books in the exact same edition that I have them in book sales or like garage sales or op shops, and even though I have that exact same book, I still feel the need to buy it and keep it nice and safe because it looks really sad when it's all unwanted and for sale. How sad does that sound? Abandonment issues, what? Because of this, and because, you know, I like books in general, I have acquired quite a collection of books. I think I stopped counting when I got to around 400. And I think, like, I've probably bought at least 100 since then. So at the moment it's sitting around that 500 book mark. Yep. As you can imagine, space is quite the issue. The way I see it, I've got two solutions to that problem. Solution A is to keep buying bookshelves, which sounds like it would work pretty well, but I have a feeling I would just turn into an A-grade hoarder and would have to eventually make the decision to either get rid of my bed, so I could put another bookshelf there, or to make a bed entirely out of books. If I was physically able to, I think I would just keep buying bookshelves. So I guess that really leaves me with solution B, which is to give away some books. And that hurts to think about. But I did successfully give away 10 books a couple of weeks ago, and I'm about to give away 5 more. I know, wow, 15 books out of 500, but baby steps, you know. Rome wasn't built in a day. And, you know, because I could probably build a pretty decent replica of Rome out of my books, I'm gonna look at 15 books as a good start to the process. The first 10 books were actually way easier to give away than I thought they would be. A couple of them were when I had more than one copy of a book. I just picked the uglier copy and got rid of that one. And then the rest of them were really cheap classics. Those green and white penguin classics, I don't know if anyone else has those. I bought a whole bunch of them off the book depository when I first discovered the book depository because I was like, wow, they're $3 each. I'm gonna buy all of them. But they're $3 each because they are horrible quality. I don't know what I was expecting. So they were really easy to get rid of. However, I have found it much more difficult to get rid of books from my childhood. I think I've probably got about 100 chapter books that I read in my childhood, and I have just zero intention of reading them again. But there is just something that's preventing me from giving them away, even though I'm never going to read them again. I don't know if it's because I'm worried they're gonna sit in the back room of a charity shop, or there'll be those books in that free books bin that they literally have to give away because no one wants them and they'll sit there all abandoned. I am just sort of now realizing how insane this all sounds, but I figure if I can't sound crazy at books on BookTube, where can I? Just indulge me. The only workaround I have found to this crazy mind block that I have is to physically and personally, like I have to do it, hand them to children that I know will enjoy them as much as I did. And that is how I am able to give away these books, one of my favourite children's series of all time. This is the Andy Griffiths series, Just. I don't know what the actual title of the series is, but they're short stories and they're illustrated by Terry Denton. And I think the cover of Just Disgusting gives you a pretty good idea of what the series is about. They're super gross. So in this one I have Just Disgusting, Just Crazy, Just Stupid, Just Tricking, my personal favourite, and Just Annoying. I have not read these books since I was 12 probably, although you can tell by the cover of Just Tricking that before that point I read it many dozen times. But they've been sitting at the back of my cupboard through me cleaning out my room 5 or 6 times because I just haven't been able to give them away. But when I was looking for some more books for the boys that I'm working with to read, they are fairly reluctant readers, and I thought about these books. I realised that they had a much more important job to do and they could do way more than sitting around on the back of my bookshelf. When I know the books are going to someone who will appreciate them and who will enjoy them just as much as I did, it gets a lot easier to part ways with them. So I am interested, how do you guys cope with giving away books? Are you pretty easygoing with it and just chuck them out as soon as you've read them? Are you like me, where you can really only give them away if you know they're going to a good home, if you have even the smallest amount of emotional connection to that book? Or I mean, are you like a little limpet and you latch onto the books and will not let them go until they bury you alive? I'm really interested in the way that people read, but I'm also really interested in the way that people interact with their book collections separate from the actual reading experience. Oh my god, that sounded super pretentious. Ignore me, I'm gonna stop talking now. Please let me know in the comments below how you deal with giving away books, if you deal with it at all, or if you just curl up in a ball and refuse to let them go. I support either of those methods, by the way. That's all for today. I will see you guys down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.